No.
No what?
I don't know. I've lost all control of my life.
What time is it?
I just don't see a way out.
That's right. Welcome to That Damn Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notifications tab.
I'm going to die.
My name is Mike. This is Adam, Chris, and Dave.
Yay.
And we are here
I am gay.
for our own happiness.
Hey, pussy.
I am so very gay.
What is going on?
Okay.
Good stuff.
So, it has come to my attention that Adam is a word and phrase historian.
That's right. I've been studying for years.
So you can tell me, like, if I gave you a word or a phrase, you would tell me the origin of the phrase?
I can do my best, yes.
Okay. Where did the word goober come from?
Well, in 8th century Sumeria, they had a village idiot that they would call Gooberenkrekant, and that would pretty much translate to goober now, pretty much.
So he was just a town idiot, like he's probably like had mental retardation or something.
He was the
Pretty much,
original
yeah.
Sumerian idiot.
Pretty much, yes.
And it just called on
Yeah.
goober. Okay. All right.
How about a phrase such as fucktard?
Fucktard. I believe that originated in 12th century France as Fouctel. Fouctel. And yeah, it was pretty much levied as an insult against anyone that they just didn't like, pretty much.
Right.
I was wondering why they called like jerking off like spanking the monkey.
Spanking the monkey. Well, that's because back in the day, everything is back far away.
Nothing's from the future.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we could get into some weird timeline shit, but that's my minor. I minored in that, like, time distortion, multiverse theories. But anyway, fucking spanking the monkey. So back in the day, a lot of people didn't like fucking doing their dishes. You know, back before dishwashers existed, so people would import a lot of monkeys from Asia and Europe.
Yeah.
European monkeys.
All those European
imported into Asia.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, you make fun of it, but I'm the leading brain here. Like, you laugh at it.
Obviously.
But it's
He's the
true.
leading leader.
Yeah. So, so people would import monkeys and train them to do the dishes, but you know, it was like a Gen 1 monkey training thing. So the monkeys would fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
So you would beat the monkey off as a punishment.
Spank him.
But you'd beat them off, and people would just
Call it spanking the monkey. It's a weird punishment.
When did that
It is
practice,
weird punishment, but you know what? It
go
was
out
back
of
in the
style?
day.
It is.
A lot of
times. Yeah.
A lot of 16th century.
Yeah, I shouldn't try to find reason with it.
No, yeah, just
Sorry.
it's the history I studied.
I'm sorry.
So
I
don't
apologize.
Thank you. All right.
I actually know the origin of one phrase.
I will challenge your theory because I guarantee it's
God.
wrong.
Okay,
Let's go.
the whole 9 yards.
Okay, what do you fucking think it means?
Okay, back in the day, during the war, they had these belt-fed machine guns, and the belt was 9 yards long. So when they were in like a firefight, they would say, "Give him the whole 9 yards," and he would give him, and he would just 9 yards of bullets. That's where it came from, the whole 9 yards.
Adam,
You are wrong.
What?
Yes.
I've been lied to?
Yes, because
I just told this story the other day.
because
Now I'm embarrassed.
because back in the 30s, the 1930s.
Right.
Now this is all depending on your dick size. This is all. So you weren't a man. So let's say I don't know how many inches 9 yards is. Can I get a check on that real quick?
Yeah.
Can I get an inch check on 9 yards?
Hang on, I got you.
So
108.
are you being for
How
real?
many inches
Are you being
is
serious?
9 yards?
Hold on. If he's right, hold on.
no, that's
How
9
many
feet.
inches is
Oh, that is 9 feet.
Yeah.
324 inches.
Times 3.
All right. So
There you go. Nailed it.
Thanks.
So it's all depending on your dick size. So they used to say you couldn't satisfy a woman unless you fucked her with 9 yards worth of dick. So if you have like 3 inches, you got to do a lot more work to fuck that whole 9 yards.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Like-
yeah.
Per
All right.
pump.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have to
yeah.
So-
go
More
back.
pumps per
So
sesh.
yeah. So
I'm going to have to
300
recant my story from
29
last
inches
week
of
to that
yes.
dick
class of
pumpins.
Yeah.
children.
So that's where the phrase you got to go the whole 9 yards comes from.
Sweet. Sweet.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What else you got?
What do you think is the origin of a stitch in time saves 9? What the fuck?
Yeah, stitch in time save 9. I've heard it before, but I don't
So
know what
it-
it means.
What does it even?
I
Why
don't
would you
even
even
know.
use it?
Yeah.
So it comes from actually a Fantastic Four comic issue from 1986.
Okay.
So I
That's
don't
when
know.
I started hearing it. Too.
So I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
you
remember. It
I don't
was
know if you
86.
guys are familiar with Marvel comics.
I am.
yeah, but
Well, I'm
wouldn't
more
that be DC though?
I'm more familiar with the
Oh
movie.
no, you're right. You're
Yes.
right.
I'm more
Fantastic
familiar
Four's
with the
I am
movies.
I am the forward on this.
I know a lot about
Yeah,
Marvel
I
stuff.
apologize.
So fucking
For movies.
For movies, yeah.
In another dimension, some bitch had 9 kids,
Another
and they
dimension,
started
another
fucking with other
dimension,
dimensions. So
another
the
dimension,
Fantastic
another
Four
dimension.
had to fucking stitch up the time to save 9
9 what?
kids. Yeah.
Babies?
Yeah, just fuck it. It's just 9 whatever.
Youths.
Yeah.
Utes.
Yeah. Hype.
Sorry for all the jerk off questions, but
Yeah.
I have another one.
Yeah. What's up?
Don't be
All
sorry.
right. Choking the chicken.
Choking the chicken. Well, you see. Chicken feed used to be really big back in the day, a lot bigger than the feed we give them now. And the chickens weren't, all Monsanto'd out to have larger throats. So, so the chickens would choke all the time. So you would have to start at the base of the neck and work the feed up back through the mouth.
Choke it down.
Yeah. So and then you'd have to get the feed out the mouth and what? So you fucking
So you're
choke the
choking the
That-
chicken to produce an ejaculatory response.
It's like Heimlich.
Well, you're saving the chicken's life, which
Yeah.
is heroic.
Wow.
Which is heroic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Leads
one.
us back to Marvel.
Yeah. So if it has a base heroic stat and you do that, then you're a hero.
All right, I got one. I got one.
What's up?
Tell us the origin and story behind that's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the cookie crumbles. Well, back in the day, they used to use fucking an ineffectively milled flour, and it was more it wasn't as fine of a grain. So
Kind of like the chicken feed.
I guess you could say yes. So when they made cookies during the Dust Bowl with the flour, sand would get in it and disrupt the chemical bonding of the flour and the eggs and the milk and the shit. So the cookies would crumble a lot easier. And then when they went to eat, the cookie would just dust in their hands, and they'd be like, "Well, that thing that just happened is the way that it happened. And then from then on, that was the popular phrase before the one person's cookie crumbled. So then they were like,
what did they used to say?
well, in these trying times, let's just change the phrase to that's how the cookie crumbles.
What was the original?
Well, the way that it happened is the way that it is. That's what they used to say.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Okay. You got any more?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
This one I've always wondered. The origin of the phrase "colder than a witch's tit."
All right, so you know how they like during this back in the day during the Salem witch trials, right?
Right.
So, fucking, they would set them on fire on the cross, right? To like get rid of witches,
Right.
But that was when they were at their weakest.
When they were burning.
Yeah. So people feel powerless in the cold, which is exactly how powerful you feel against a witch, a known dark magic user.
Okay.
When you're just a simple human, you haven't put any stats into your magic skills. Or anything like that. So you're fighting a witch, and it just feels like you're in a blizzard. It's metaphorically how you feel fighting a witch. You're up against the cold, and you're naked as shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Your dick
And that is referring to the tit of the witch?
Yeah, it's just they needed to connect it in a meaningful way for people to remember. And back in the day, the only thing people thought of were like tits.
It's catchy.
See, I always thought that it was because if
Well-
a woman had ice cold tit milk, they just accused her of being a witch.
Christopher's intrigued. He
Got
loves
excited,
milk.
yeah.
That's not
Ice
true,
cold
but it is a
tit milk.
prevailing theory, like counter theory. But evidence has been shown that witches don't produce milk because they're they
Because
took
of
out
their darkness.
they took out their uterus for cravenous witch idols.
Okay.
Yes.
Christopher, do you have another one? A jerk off one?
A jerk off one. No, I was
don't-
done with jerk off ones.
Yeah,
Okay, well, what do you got?
I was wondering why that first guy was like confused if bears shit in woods. You know that
Yeah.
phrase?
Does
Like,
a bear shit
in
in
the
the
woods?
woods?
And he has no idea.
I mean, he's literally an idiot. So yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was the
that
same
guy-
guy from the
guy-
last time.
that guy is honestly like stupid.
right.
Unless he's trying to be like cute or
He
something.
must have been a
Could
goober.
have been cute.
and bears are literally the stupidest animal.
Oh, damn.
That's not cool, man. I love bears. I am not happy. All right, we're gonna do rapid fire now. Here, I'm just gonna give you like 5 or 6 in a row, and you just rattle them off. All right. Barking up the wrong tree, breaking a leg, cost an arm and a leg, beat around the bush, cry over spilt
Oh,
milk.
yeah, beat around the bush. What's the origin of
Yeah, what is beat around the bush?
I mean,
Surprised you didn't ask, Chris.
back in the day, fucking during the plague, people were just sick and dying, and a prevailing cure was to like beat off around a mulberry bush. So you would just walk around a bush beating off, and some people would see that as a way to pass time until your death.
I'm planting some mulberry bushes
I am
when
too,
I get
man.
home.
If it makes you healthier.
I like passing
And,
time.
and your seed
Yeah.
fertilizes the mulberry bush and maybe the future.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that phrase come from? Win-win.
You win something and then you win something again. Yeah.
Bloody hell, mate. All right. So, what about don't cry over spilt milk? You got
Well,
20 seconds.
Well, a baby cries if they spill something, and most of the time it's milk.
Wow.
Man.
Back in the day? though?
Did that happen back
Well,
in
yeah,
the
because
day?
we have a lot of cup technology has increased.
Yeah,
and now,
sippy cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The sippy cup game is
yes,
huge.
exactly.
Well, thanks, Adam. I mean, that was super informative. I really do have to tell that whole 9 yard story again. But anyway, like and subscribe.
Uncle Mike, rapid fire. How many game positions do you love?
1,000.